hot ever since I left.
The printing block has never been so hot.
What about a lanternese candle? Would you throw one of them?
Have you seen the size of a lantern?
Be certain, just optimistic.
We're lost, aren't we?
To keep us all nice and obedient. They don't like it when we think too much. We might question their authority.
He's a man of the people, too. Promised at least 100 more watches before the year was out.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Vortash's
You too? Or otherwise? And then what happens?
She doesn't that bad.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Go on then, Gale. We'll be here waiting for you when you're finished.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone. Mystra's forgiveness? If you want me to claim the crown of Karsus, you'll hardly be in a forgiving mood after that. I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
Great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw it. After all this time. And what you felt was but the slightest drop, drawn from the rushing torrent that is the weave. I confess, without my former prowess, even I struggle to stand her presence. The effects on the mortal body of such unfettered magical exposure cannot be overestimated. She held back in order to protect us, to make sure I heard her. The Karsite Weave, within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus. Perhaps I see few other options open to me. If I ever want to reclaim those parts of myself the orb snatched away. If I ever want to be me again. I'll have to disagree with you there. Having not one but two parasitic entities within your body does very little for one's faith in one's personality. Still, I should take the compliment with the same generosity it was given, so thank you. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an elder brain to get to. Shall we?
Afternoon.
The city is chock-a-block with...
Something over there.
I'm sorry for your loss, but it will be a 10. If you notice any odours before then, treat the body with jasmine. Kerwin? Oh, yeah. He's just outside, under the great willow with the drooping branches. It's good of you to come. He hasn't had any visitors in a long time. It's important to remember those who have gone before us. I wish that...
See Baldur, taken by Umberlee's rage, recovered by her grace.
Noise. Have people no respect for the dead?
Rest in peace, Janina. Beloved mother, gone too soon. J. Orchard, artificer of Gond, crafter of odd sockets.
Brighten up a loved one's grave with a bouquet. Would Sarah like some flowers? They do a wonder at brightening up a grave. I bring fresh ones to my husband's every few days. I'm not. My husband was an arse. But he gave me 3 beautiful kids. So the old goat gets flowers. I get them up by Bloombridge. A druid lives that way, so you know they're extra fresh. Of course. Come back anytime. Grief is hard. Let flowers say what words never can.
L. Brenton, beloved.
You're not allowed to play here. It's not
R.
respectful.
Sandrill, gone but ne'er forgotten.
This is where they like to hide.
But it's not allowed.
Hey, my folks are buried here. I'd love to pay them a visit.
You're going to be...
Here lie Pluck and Carlack Cliffgate. My parents. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Sorry I haven't visited. I've been, away. But I'm back now, and I brought friends. I miss you so much. But I'm happy and getting up to some really important shit. Maybe you can see for yourselves. I don't know. You're with me here. Anyway. Taters. Meant I love you in the Cliffgate household. I can't even remember how it started anymore. Lost family law. There was a lot of silly nonsense in our house. My mates used to say we had our own personal language. I guess I'm the last remaining speaker. Mum used to say there was no such thing as death, that there was only change. Dad thought that was a load of woo, that gone meant gone unless you'd struck a deal with one of the gods. Said he had better things to do in life than beg favors off immortals. I'm not sure what I believe. Something to look forward to. Bit morbid, but true all the same.
Here lies Carlack Cliffgate, beloved wife and mother. M. Kerwin, treasured.
I know that name. It was in a courier's note. Something about settling matters with 9 fingers.
M. Kerwin, treasured.
I know that name. It was in a courier's note. Something about settling matters with 9 fingers.
Brighten up a loved one's grave with a boot.
The dead.
Here! What's he doing? Get them sausage fingers off my crate! Ah, it's 2! I tunnelled in for a little thieving, same as you, looks like. Well, you're too late. This one's mine! You can find your own grave to rob. Ha! I mean, when you put it like that. All right, fine. Neither you nor the box are worth the trouble.
Any luck with the carpenter?
I fear not, my child. Your daughter's casket.
Hey, Darren! Let's say hi.
Hi. I'm exactly as young Dana made me. Never felt so liberated.
Read the Gazette.
Karlach, you're looking well.
Would be a lot better if you'd find a way to fix this engine, Damon.
I haven't stopped trying, but all roads lead to a dead end. Sorry, I didn't mean...
Never mind. Glad you're all right in any case. Nice forge you've got here.
Best I've had in years. Mistress of the house lets me operate from here for a fair price. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy.
Good. Someone should be.
Certainly. Shout if you need anything else.
You've been single too long.
My fingers were crossed. Oh, I'm not going in there.
Nothing's happening. Shit, that was
Oh,
bullcrap,
I
wasn't
get
it?
it.
Bollocks!
You're scared.
Knock it off. Let's go home.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be, and
Oh no. Definitely something up with this one. Trust me.
Truly? That's remarkable. I like to deal with remarkable people. Very well. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing. What a fascinating proposition. Ludicrous, of course, but fascinating nevertheless. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
Such a task would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
You put me in a difficult position, mortal. You are almost certain to fail. Almost. And so, there is a chance you might succeed. Fine. I'd like to be able to carry all of my precious stock without the need of a team of oxen. There are gauntlets of hill giant strength within the House of Hope. Free passage, and you fetch them for me. Deal? Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke. Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components. Oh, take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
Along with the grimoire and components, Helsik hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
Finally, you were never here. That is of utmost import to remember. Now be gone! my most perceptive, prospective customer. Welcome back. Now you've seen...
Oh, I get it. You're scared.
Yes, he got to say for himself.
Lots of talk about the...
Oh, bloody believe it. No more puzzles.
Talon worked harder than they. He was still chipping away when I left last night.
I agree. Who'd have thought a warehouse could be written so beautifully? You fools. Obviously, Dusk was the story's best character. I know. I'm not telling. Ha! What did we think of the story's ending? The book ended too soon. There was plenty of dusk left to explore. Oh, come on, Morgan. It's so much better when the story ends openly. No, it's not. What's the point of a story without an ending? It's all about the journey, Morgan. Obviously.
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur. Horsecat.
The Society of Brilliance has quite the reputation. Even Waterdavian academics refer to their works from time to time.
They talk a great deal, but do very little.
Which may be for the best.
I take it you're not inclined to study the wonders of the Underdark?
Its inhabitants and cultures, maybe. Its fungi and cave slime. No, thank you.
I've known love.